it's me. Good morning. Here we go with that glare. How are you, everybody? Just for a minute. As you can tell, I just woke up. Not really. I've been up since like 5:30. I was wondering I was going to do this, so. Yes, Jim. Jeez. I was like, I got to brush my hair for Jim. I got to get ready for Jim. I wonder if Jim hears me with all the commotion back here. And he's like, oh, I hear CJ. Oh, yes, I got a haircut. Look, got a haircut. Yeah, it needed to be cut because it was just so long. It just kept bugging me on my face, so it had to be done. But like I said, it was just I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Think it's okay? The length? I wanted it more like to my chin line, but the lady's like, well, you have a heart-shaped face. I'm like, okay, I thought it was oval, but she said heart shape. So I was like, I'll take the heart shape. I'm good with that. So I see you too, Miss Gay Blake. Thank you for being here as well. Look, all bright-eyed and bushy too this morning. Henry, this is how I wake up every morning. And it drives my husband crazy because he's more like a chill in the morning, coffee in the morning. I'm more of the, I want to talk about everything, So let me see if I can turn around. This glare is driving me crazy. It's hurting my eyes. Is that better? Jim, why you been up since 3 a.m.? I don't know how you do it. You do like 10-hour lives and then you like don't sleep? What's going on? Hi, Susie. Thank you. After I got off your live last night, it was like, done. Fell asleep. So it's just I'm always tired. I don't know. So I haven't been doing too many lives, so it's nice to see you too, Miss Gay Blake. Susie, are you ever gonna get some rest? You're like an owl. I don't know. You're like a non-sleeper. What are we gonna do with you? Gotta be, like Henry said, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. Oh ho ho short. Oh ho ho short. Ho ho. Oh my God. Yesterday when you started doing your whole signature pew pew, and I was like, wait a minute. It's like a trend there, like all three of them together. So my head is going and I'm like, oh. So I grabbed my notebook because I always keep a notebook next to me so I can write stuff that comes into my head because it's the same way it comes in, it goes out. So I'm like, wait a minute. Let me write. I can do this. I can do that. Oh, the chickens can be added in there. I'm like making notes. I'm like, how can I add my chickens into this? And I'm like, let me add the dogs while I'm at it, I will not add my husband because my husband's like, what are you doing? Like, he does not like to be on video. I'm surprised. I told him about the fishing one. I said, is it okay if I put you on? And he was like, I said, it will not be the same if I don't show you, holding your fish. So it's like, I have to use you. And he was like, fine, go ahead. And I'm like, I'll try to, but I just couldn't like not have him in the video. I don't think that's the way it works, Jim. If I had known you getting a haircut, would have had you save it. Yeah, no. Well, let me tell you the story about this hair. When my son was going to get married, which we had to travel all the way to Texas for his wedding, which was amazing because I've never been to Texas. I said, he told me gave me the news, him and his fiance at the time, and said, Mom, there's only one request. I said, what? You gonna glue it? A little crazy glue? Ooh, wait. What's the name of that other one? Gorilla glue. Just lather it up in there and just toss it. Looks like a little nest or something like that, right? That would be funny. But he said, the only thing I want you to do is I want you to grow your hair out. Now, my hair was short because I've always worn short hair. I have had long hair, but this is easy maintenance for me, especially with the amount of hair that I have. And he said, I just want you to be in long hair. So my hair grew. I let it grow just for him. You know, it was down to like the beginning edges of my rump in the back by the time he got married. So when I went to see the lady at the hair salon, I said, I need a cut. And she goes, well, you want me to just trim the ends? I said, nope, I want a cut, like a cut. And I showed her a picture of what I used to have. So I took out the picture on my phone and I showed her. And she goes, oh my God, you're really going to go like that short? And I said, yes, please. That's what I want. So she said, well, will you like to donate your hair? So I donated, and she did it in little ponytails. She donated about, I don't know, over 12 inches. It was like maybe 16 inches of strands of hair, like 6 ponytails. And she's like, okay, we're going to donate this. So the fact that I donated it, I didn't get charged for that haircut. So I cried because I like the long hair, but man, that maintenance on that hair was like, so I didn't want to bother with it. I was like, I just want to get a haircut. And then yesterday when I went to the place, the lady's like, I remember you. I say, yep. I said, can we clear this stuff off? So we're trying something different. Usually I have it shaved off all the way. This is all shaved off up to here, that much. But we're trying something new. I'm letting half of it grow and then the other half she trimmed. So we're doing something different this time because I want to change the back. The back is a little flat, so I want it to like be a humpy. I don't know. Did you get lightheaded when you cut all the hair? Susie, I think I lost like 15 pounds. 15 pounds. When that hair would get wet, I felt like I had a bag of cement on my head. That's how heavy it got from, because it's a lot of hair, so yeah, I did feel lightheaded, but it felt good just to have that lightness on my head. So let me see. Yeah, I remember having long hair. You had long hair? Jim, I need to see that in picture. I need to see you in long hair, but I need to see a picture. So if you can find it, you know what to do. Henry, you had long hair in the 70s? Okay. Again, I need to see proof. A picture would be nice. Just kidding, you don't have to. But yeah. Hi, Simply Eunice. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Thank you for coming. So, long hair and a huge fro. Yeah, I mean, a huge fro. I cannot see you in a huge fro. Yeah, here in the U.S., people can donate their hair. I mean, I don't know in other places, but they use them a lot for like up to make wigs for cancer patients that need wigs, like for hair due to the hair loss from the treatments. But yeah, you can. We do here. So it felt good to cut the hair because of the lightness and to donate it for I asked the lady, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's my DNA. Like, well, what's going on? And she's like, no, 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 it's okay. She goes, as long as it doesn't have the root ball, good. Yes. I had, I don't know exactly what the minimum length was, but like I said, it was like, mine was like maybe 15 to 16 inches of length. So it was like all the way down to here. So it was, it was something. So chickens are starting. Is it over in area 51? I'm sorry. This morning, at the beginning of this live, those girls were just going at it. I have no idea. I have one that sounds like a trumpet, and I don't know if I do have one that it's still suffering from trauma from the fox attack some time ago. So it's just like having a whole, her vocal is just weird. So, and you lost the key to that location there, Jim? Thank you, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate your time here in the chat with me. This was like every other chat, just putting it out there, see what happens. And sometimes I sit here and talk to myself. So, or let you listen to my chickens. I have my neighbor's filter going for their pool, which is a big pool, and the chickens at the same time. So it's like this is the we don't really use this room much because we're never home. We're always at work. So I'll let you guys listen to the chicken and the filters. Yeah, I like chickens. Miss Gay, how are you doing out there? How's everything? Jim, to answer your question from earlier about what my adventures are for today, um, right now for me, I'm not sure. I was thinking about just going on a little bit. There's a nice little creek not too far from here, and I was thinking about probably just going in there and just cast a little bit just by myself. My husband is working, and not sure what time he's gonna get off today. But thinking maybe I just go fishing by myself for a little bit. There's definitely no way I can take my kayak out, so that thing is just too much. And my husband took the pickup, so I can't take the kayaks out. But maybe I'll just do a little fishing by myself. It's not that big of a area, so it's just gonna be like a simple just cast for a little bit and just just to do something. The temperatures here, let me check. Hold on. The temperatures here, like it's a little chilly right now. We're at 62. 62 and well to start it was 57. So our temperatures are fluctuating a lot more than they should be. It's just crazy with the weather. Lucky? Susie, I like the heat. So for this chill to be here, it's like, oh, I can't. I can't. I need a little bit more heat. But I drank my coffee. So I'm drinking me some water now. 70 by you, Jim? Come on over, Susie. Just trying to get some stuff started here. Yesterday I was off. So yesterday I took care of the regular stuff for, like post office and stuff that is not really like I can do during the weekend. So today is Monday. Well, I was gonna do my laundry, but I forgot, and I don't have any laundry detergent, so I have to go buy some really quick after this live. You know, you have winter clothes. Where did you live before where you're at now? Somewhere where there was snow? Oh, Miss Gay, I hope you feel better like really, 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 really soon. Sorry you had the flu. You know, I there's like I think I've been around 3 people that have had I don't even want to say it, but the C word, because nobody calls anything the flu anymore. But um yeah, and it's like it's not even it's the summer. So when people are like, yeah, I have the thing, I'm like, really? So when I walk around sometimes in places that have a lot of especially out here in New York, I I tend to just go and get out. Go and get out. I do not like to linger. Grocery stores. I went to the Big W yesterday, and I just did not want to be around too many people. And I'm telling you, that place was packed. I'm not sure if they were giving something for free, but they were packed. And I'm like, why is there so many people? It's Friday. Why is everybody still at the store? Nobody works anymore. But I was like, they probably thinking the same thing about me. Like, why is she here and she's not, at work? But I was like, wow. I was like, why is everybody here? So I went in, took what I needed to get, and out the door. Hi, Moments with Stacy. How are you? Thank you so much for passing by. It's nice seeing you here. Ooh, you lived up in the mountain 6,500 feet? Girl, I no. I would rather be somewhere where it's warm a lot more than this. We get very short summers. Our summers are, well, let's just say winter stays a little longer than what it's supposed to. That's for sure. So, you know. Yes. In and out fast as possible at Wally World. Yes, I do. I go in, get out, and I check myself out because I just want to be out. I just want to get out. I don't linger. I see people, coughing, and then they're like touching stuff, and I'm like, I already deal with that at work. I don't want to deal with it out of work. So I'm like, I want to stay away from germs. If I can have my day off, I just want to stay away from those germs. And I'm like, no, no more. So I go in and out. Same thing with the supermarket. Supermarket, same thing. I see people touching everything, and I'm like, do I really need that can of beans? Like, I'm not a germaphobe. I'm not. I really am not. But with everything that has happened in the last couple of years, I mean, I see people sneeze and they're like, achoo. And I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. You're like, cup it, no, but, and I see them sneeze in their hand or cough in their hands. And I'm like, yeah, no, don't do that. I don't know. I even, I used to do daycare at home and I would teach the kids. I don't even know, like sometimes I feel nervous saying stuff because I don't want to get like a ding or whatever on my channel. So it's like I sometimes spell stuff like I'm in a kindergarten teacher so that the kids don't know who I am or what I'm saying. And like there was an Elmo song on YouTube and I used to show the kids that, and I like you sneeze into your or cough into the cup of your elbow here. And and they would do it. Kids are so easily like, trained in a good way that it's like, okay, they're smart. Just got to teach them. But, what can we do, right? So let me see. I'm 48 minutes into this chat here, but I wasn't even planning to be here, but I felt that I needed to make an appearance because people were coming in. So I was like, let me just say hello. And there's the live was not even live yet. Let me just say something. And when I looked at the comments, for some reason, the first thing I saw was honk honk from Jim. I had not even pushed the go live yet. I was like, how did Jim get in there before I hit that go live button? I was like, how does he have like special privileges? I was like, no way. How did he? And to see that from the get was the most hilarious thing ever. I was like, Hong Kong, here comes the ideas flying into my head because I'm like, okay, I need to now go outside and make a video. And I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, wait, I gotta wait for Susie first. You gotta go first, Susie, before I go out with the next one. You don't look that old. You look great. And you're not that slow because that whole video with you on the by the way, I watched that video again last night, and then I showed it to my husband. I'm like, look at Jim, and he's like, oh, I said, yeah, he's climbing off the edge of a mountain for me, honk honk. So he's like, oh, Jim, that's nothing. That's the new like 45 now. You're fine. But yeah, so it was like and I said to my husband, I'm like, yeah, because I'm cracking up listening to on Susie's live. And he's like, are you okay? I said, yeah, we're gonna start a new one. Like Hong Kong. He's like, you guys are crazy. Like, what are you guys doing? It's like, so I said, that's Susie. I said, Susie be starting some stuff here, She's the one. She's the initiator. So he's like, okay. He goes, you're having fun? Okay. He goes, just don't go crazy doing climbing off mountains and stuff. So I'm not gonna go climbing off no mountain. Don't worry about that. But yeah, so I have to somehow put my chickies and my dogs into my next one. So it's gonna be a triple decker, I guess. Okay. Susie, you do it the best. You're like, I can do it. Oh my God. Isn't it fun when you can just laugh? I mean, like, my neighbor's probably like, who the heck is she laughing with? Like, what is she doing in there? Like, maybe I should start doing it that way. Oh, look at this. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it? Is that too far? It's a dragonfly. It's just there. I think it's too cold for it. So it's just chilling there. Let me see. Hi. Hello. Yeah. I always find bees and wasps and yellow jackets just kind of like frozen with the cold. She'll be gone by once the temperature hits like, let's say 70-ish. When she's warmed up, she'll be out again. She's fine. I have a lot of dragonflies in my area, so we'll see what happens. But my dogs are barking. Let me see what's going on with these girls. Millie? Millie? What's the matter? Okay? It's too early for the bark bark. Give me a minute. not sure. Millie was barking at someone or something. I don't know. Yes, I see. I do see a lot of them. I do wish I had more because we have a lot of mosquitoes out here. The area behind my house is considered wetlands, so people can't build in there either. And it's just one of those things where we get a lot of mosquitoes. Mosquitoes love me. They don't care for my husband, but they come at me and ugh, I can't. I like the outdoors, but when the mosquitoes come, man, I run inside really fast. So, Milli Vanilli. Okay, Jim, you want to start a conversation about Milli Vanilli? What's your favorite song? Girl, you know it's true. Listen, growing up, I would listen to Milli Vanilli. And I saw the documentary that's on Netflix. And I was like, hmm, it is what it is. I enjoyed them when I was growing up. I liked their music. You're gonna tell me that you didn't do that whole leg, work, dance and everything. Yeah, I did. And it was like in the what made you say Milli Vanilli, Jim? I know there's like a delay. Probably I don't know how long of a delay we have here. My dog, Milli Vanilli. I never thought of it that way, but I do like Milli Vanilli. Yeah, Millie. Sometimes Millie's laying down and she just starts barking. And I'm like, what's the matter? And she's like telling me, like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, let's go. Gigi could just sit there. And she's like, I don't know why she's barking. She'll just stare. It's making the Spotify. Oh gosh. Jim. Jim, do well, yeah, because he, like Juan says, he works like about 20 miles a day, right? Or 90, he says all the time. You do walk a lot. Go ahead with your Spotify playlist, Jim. That would be nice. Usually out here we have like some areas of no reception, and we just can't. I can't. 5 to 10 miles. That's good. That's more than what I do. I don't do too many. Although I should record my steps because I do a lot of walking while at work. So maybe I should do my steps because I need to know. I don't do enough to get the heart rate going, you know. I have all my CDs on my phone. Okay. That's more than anyone in the world does. Jim is special. Jim is super special. Super special, Jim. I've always looked at those marathon that they have out here. They have marathons all over the place. And just the thought of having to run a certain number of miles, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. My hip, my hip will go. My hip will be like, "Nyeh." So no, I don't do those. I try not to. I have um I have exercise equipment here in the house, but we don't really use it. The treadmill is just sitting there doing nothing. But it's like we're always busy, like we're always at work. And by the time you come home from work, you just don't really want to do much of exercising. It's just you want to just bring yourself down some, just relax, you know. Yeah, that's a tough one, Jim. It's like you get lucky if you find some random spot that does give you some type of signal. That's the first thing I do when we land somewhere. We get to a spot that we want to go fish at. I look at my phone and see how many bars do I have. That's how I measure how many, you know, if I'm going to try to do a live or not. So I've been out during the weekend and I just have not been able to do any lives because most of the time there's no signal in most places. But I got lucky that one day that I was able to get and do a quick live while I was doing my fishing expedition. So that's still just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And lately the cell phone services have been so shady. It's like even the Wi-Fi here in my house, I can't even go to my garden. I'm lucky if I get to go to my garden, I see my Wi-Fi gets all the way out there. And I have a Wi-Fi extender because I have it downstairs. And I'm like, it doesn't even reach out to the garden. So I don't know what's happening with this cell phone people. It's just well, I have a CD player in my car. My Subaru is a little it's 9 years old. So I do have a CD player and what time is it? Oh, the water sprinklers just went on in my garden. Yeah, so I have a CD player in my car. But honestly speaking, we don't even use the CD player anymore. We actually have our car is Sirius, um, has Sirius in it. So that's usually what I have. Yep, 7:29, Jim. 7:30. Seven. I guess the timer is offset by like a minute, but 7:30. 7:30 is the. I do it in the morning for the watering system to go off in the garden because um when the sun does come up and hit them hoses in there, they get really really hot. So I don't want hot water hitting the plants. Plus, the irrigation that I have it's drippers. So they are focused on, I planted the stuff like right where the dripper was, so that way the water goes directly into the root of the plant and just go from there. But I had an issue yesterday. Actually, that was one of the things I did yesterday. There's this thing called the vine borer, which is I lost I lost two of my zucchini plants to it. So, and since I've been at work all week, those things just land there, lay their eggs, the worms come up, and yeah, from inside, completely devastated my zucchini. The good thing about that is that the I was able to harvest two zucchinis so far from one from each plant. So I didn't but the other one I have two more zucchinis that are doing nicely, and I checked them, and one of them had the signs of the issue, so I went in there and took care of it. So I did put some videos together. I just have to get a lot of my editing done. I just haven't been lazy. Not lazy, I just been busy at work. So I have to get in there and start editing those videos and getting them out because I'm running out of the stuff that I have scheduled to come out. So let me see. My car is 12 years old, the cell tech level, and it has phased out a couple of years ago. Yeah, isn't that something like my car has the GPS thing, and it's like it's not even updated to the new changes in the route. It doesn't update anymore. It doesn't. So I understand what you're saying, Henry. So it's like iPhones and iPads. If they after a certain number of years, they just don't update anymore. My iPad here, it doesn't update any longer. So I'm still on iOS, whatever, from like a year ago. It doesn't update. So, and I'm not going to get a new one because this one still does what I needed to do, which is lets me get into the internet, and YouTube is on it. So I'm good. Welcome back, Miss Gay Blake. Thank you for coming back. So, but anyway, what's in the agenda today, Jim? What are you doing? Are we going to the mountains? Oh, Jim. Wait, you're not climbing Mount Everest? Come on, Jim. You're gonna burn trash? Burn trash. Why would you be burning trash, sir? It's gonna be water till midday. My kids are in, let me see. They went to visit their dad. Let me see where my kids are at. They're in South Carolina right now. So, and then let me see my other one. I know they were supposed to meet their dad for the weekend, so they were gonna go deep sea fishing. Yeah, they're both there. So my kids are at their dad's for the weekend. So, and then they're gonna go to Mount Airy, North Carolina, to see their grandpa. So, so Susie, are you doing anything with white tea today or tonight? My night owl. Okay, Jim. I would like to see you do that. Susie, are you gonna go climb Mount Everest with Jim? Oh, okay. That's nice. I'm gonna see if I can. Let me see. Oh, you can record for him with his 360 camera. That'd be a good idea. This is the memory span. I forgot what I was gonna do here. So. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry about that. But this is how my mornings are. Quiet, nice. We try to. I try to come out here as much as I can just to drink my coffee. Just listening to that filter. That filter goes on all night. I think it shuts off like around 8. You have family in Mount Airy. My in-laws live in Mount Airy. When I met my ex-husband, he lived there before we met, and now he lives in South Carolina. But I do still have, I still consider them family. So yeah, I have my in-laws still live in Mount Airy. Um, so I have been there. Lovely. And South Carolina is now the main area. One of my sons lives in South Carolina, and my ex-husband lives in South Carolina with his current wife. So that's that girl over. And then my other son, who's visiting his dad, he lives in Virginia, and my other son lives in Maryland. So my kids are all over. So, um, like to say Greenville because my son just bought a new house. My son just built a new house, and I don't know exactly where it is just yet. I'm supposed to go visit for the housewarming, so I'll probably be in South Carolina in maybe August, September. If not, we'll probably be in going down there in December. So we'll see. We'll see. We have to let them get settled in and all that stuff. So if I miss the housewarming, I'd rather go once everything is settled. My oldest is in Norfolk, Virginia. So that's where he's at. He's in the Navy. So, and then my other one that's in South Carolina, he's in the Army. And my little one is in school still. So in Maryland. So yeah, they're all grown up, all out of the house. So now we just deal with chickens and dogs. Oh, really? Green? What a small world, Jim. Small world. So you've always been a South Carolina, North Carolina kind of guy? I sometimes do have issues understanding my ex-husband the way he talks. So those conversations are fun. I'm like, what? Say that again? I love it. It's when we went there, it was my oldest son was I don't want to say because then it's like I'm telling you my age, which I really don't care. But my son is going to be 30 in September. So he was only like 8 months old. Very young, very little. You know? Yes, that's for another time, Jim. No one loves mosquitoes. I don't think anyone loves mosquitoes here. I mean, only they're predators, they love mosquitoes. But I try not to be outside way past a certain time because that's when they go crazy. My chickens do a good job. They eat, all these critters that just hang out outside. So, you know, they love the mosquitoes, they love the ticks, they love whatever they see. Sometimes it's funny because if they see a butterfly or a moth or whatever, you see them running after it, which is hilarious because these things fly like low. The chickens like run behind them and they really don't get to catch them. So what can you do, right? Everybody has to eat somehow, somewhere, something. I had an issue with them getting into my little container area, and I figured out what they were doing, and I was able to barricade those areas. But then the other night, I go out to put the chickies away. I had a rabbit. A rabbit was in the container garden, and he dug holes in my potato bucket, and I see the leaves of one of my melon plant gone, completely stripped. I have just a little stem coming out, and I'm like, I got to figure out how to like encase my garden because now I have rabbits all over. I found two under my husband's truck when I came home from work, and I'm pulling into my driveway, and I see these two little critters just hanging out underneath his truck, and I'm like, why am I getting so many rabbits? Now my issue is rabbits as well. Chipmunks, squirrels, and now rabbits. CJ, go to Mount Airy in October for the Autumn Leaf Festival. October. What am I doing in October? I feel like I have something going on in October. I'll write that down in my calendar, see if maybe that would be better in October for well, it's mainly like my husband's work schedule. If we can do that, we'll just do that for a little bit. Go to the festival. Can't even talk in the morning. It's chilly. I'm cold. My nail beds are like lightly purple. So But anyways, guys, I have to get ready for my day here. I really enjoyed you guys' company. I am going to just turn, yes, you will be watching mine. Actually, I'll go out, let the doggies out, let the chickies out. So you guys will see me, you know, going to do that. So I'll give you guys that much. But I have to get going because I could sit here forever just looking at the screen and reading your questions and your comments and going from there. I am last night I was actually trying to figure out that StreamYard thing, and I'm like, ugh. Then I realized that the videos had to be MP4. I'm like, great, now I have to figure out how to convert my videos to MP4. So it's like, ugh. Thank you, Jim. Have a great day yourself, sir. Don't go climbing Mount Everest without company. Susie's gonna go visit you so she can, like, you know, she'll be your spotter while you do the climbing, okay? So be safe. Thanks for being here, Susie, with us, with me. Thank you, thank you. And Henry, enjoy your day. And I will see you all later. I'm gonna turn you guys around now, and I gotta get my in-house stuff going here. So bye. I almost dropped my laptop. You do that, Jim. I'll be waiting for that honk honk video.